Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Even Shaman post-nerfs edition. So, in the second wave of Rastakhan's Rumble nerfs, Flame Tongue Totem got hit by the nerf bat and it's no longer playable in Even Shaman, it costs 3 mana. But rumors of Even Shaman's death are highly exaggerated. Even Shaman is still doing fine. So we lost the Flame Tongue Totem, which means that double Earth and Might, double Menacing Nimbus is now part of the core of the deck. And yeah, some of the explosiveness from the early game has been lost. Some of the ways to really get back the board very early on if it starts to go out of your way. Some of that has been lost, so it obviously strikes Even Shaman a little bit. On the other hand, there are not that many very strong aggressive decks overall in Hearthstone, so Even Shaman, even with the diminished board control in the very early stages of the game, is actually still able to get the job done. I tried a couple of builds of Even Shaman and then I modified them a little bit, and I ended up with this list, and this is what I felt very comfortable playing. It's Even Shaman much as usual, so not that much has changed even though Flame Tongue Totem is gone. The 2-drop pack is a little bit different, it's still a Corpse Taker build, there's still a lot of battle cries, Merkspark Eel, Firebloom Phoenix, Fire Elemental, a lot of battle cries that can deal some damage. And there is Alakir, but there's no Alakir Flame Tongue Totem combo anymore. But you can still combo Alakir with Earthen Might, and I have done so in some of the games, so that you can still get that 10 damage for 10 mana. You're just missing out on the Flame Tongue Totem's +2 to the other side of the Flame Tongue Totem if you have some existing board already. But it still works, it's still fine. You can also still Earthen Might Arching Commanders, that's also cool. And you have all the power plays, Hagatha, Kalimos, Lich King, and of course the Sea Giants. So despite rumors to the contrary, Even Shaman is still doing just fine. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for your most powerful 2-drops. You're looking for Menacing Nimbus and Merkspark Eel, and you were also kind of okay with Direwolf Alpha and Acidic Swampoos. Swampoos has decent stat line, even if it's not a weapon matchup, then Swampoos is still pretty okay. It's quite unlikely that you would be able to get much value from Knife Juggler, so that's not as good of a keep. And you never want to keep the Scale Hide, because Scale Hide is the thing that gives lifesteal to your Corpse Takers. And in addition to your 2-drops, you really want some Corpse Takers. Corpse Takers are awesome, they win games. You're also happy to keep Earthen Might as a pseudo 2-drop, because on 1 you can always totem up and on 2 you can play Earthen Might. So you can still buff up even that totem, or you can do plays with Earthen Might later. There's lots of things that you can do with Earthen Might. So you can try to use it for early tempo with something like Menacing Nimbus, or if you happen to draw your Scale Hide, even with the Scale Hide. Or even simply with a totem or Merkspark Eel, not getting the value effect but getting the tempo. And of course Earthen Might is strongly in the late game with the charge minions. Other than 2-drops and Corpse Takers, there's not a whole lot you tend to want to keep. There are 2 copies of Hex in this deck, but that's mostly a keep against something like Warlock. Because they're either the 8/8 Giant or some cubes or stuff like that can threaten you. And if you happen to be facing Odd Warrior and you know that, then you would like to hold on to Hagatha. Because the prime way to win that matchup is to grind value with Hagatha. If you already have your 2-drops and your curve is looking good, then you can consider the other 4-drops, Firebloom Phoenix and Serenite Chaingang. Strategy-wise, nothing has changed. Even Shaman is a board-oriented tempo deck. You play for the board, you strive to gain board control, and use that board control to eventually win the game. It can sometimes be a little bit dull, but it is still a powerful Shaman deck. If you want to play Shaman, if you want to climb to Legend, for example, then this is still a tool that can get you there. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And if you really enjoy it, you can also support the channel as a paid member on YouTube. And now, let's go take a look at Even Shaman, rocking on in Legend despite the nerfs. Direwolf is fine. There might not be a candle shot. If there is, then I have to use. Let's see. Okay. Well, Hunterino, what do you have there? Well, now obviously Candleshot could kill this. But if he like coins a beetle, I did not see that coming. So the beetle can kill the direwolf. But I had no way to make anything stick here. Well, that's a problem. Not much I can do about it. I think I still need to just attack into it. He kept 3 cards, so in addition to beetle, he has some other stuff too. Direwolf Alpha. Interesting hunter build. Do I need to play my acidic Swampus out there? I probably do. Even though this means that I can't remove weapons. But if he had a Candleshot, wouldn't he have played it already? That's strong. That is strong. Well, at least I have the chain gang here. But now if he has a flanking strike, there's one more card left that he kept, so if that's like a flanking strike, he gets a kill on one of these with that. And it is a flanking strike. Well, he didn't keep 3 cards for nothing. He's not going to attack. Yeah, figured as much. But I have the eel, so I can take down both of these, leaving just the wolf. Something like that has to happen. Eel takes down the direwolf. This takes down the 1/1. Then I can roll a totem. I've managed to pick up a healing totem, okay. Next turn I have the fire elemental available, but this is really on the edge here. Oh. Okay. But that didn't make sense now, did it? I'm not sure if that made any sense.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
But I still can't kill... well, I can only kill 3 for nothing else. That's obviously an option. Well, with the Argent Commander I could kill the 3/4. And I could kill the Razormaw. Leave him with just the Hound. Is that stronger than using Fire Elemental to kill the Razormaw? I think it is. I think we're going to Northrend here. We're taking these down. Leave him with just the Hound. Okay, obviously if there's a Dire Frenzy, that can do things. Another Spring Paw can do things. But this is not that bad right now. Hagatha can be nice. Well, Fire Elemental that one down. Okay, we get rid of the beasts now. Alright. It was hectic for a while there, but now it starts to look like I might be stabilizing. I'm not completely sure. Second Unleash with a kill command. So this will call for a Hagatha, right? Yeah, I think this calls for a Hagatha. Let's go for Hagatha and start getting some value. Get rid of the Hounds. This still has 3 cards. Oh, Master's Call is a great top deck. I also want to top deck Master's Call when I'm all out of resources. And then this fellow. That's really strong. I think I need to drop the Lich King here. See what happens next. Okay. So I can get a Lich King card that might be able to kill some stuff. Now everything has charge, so if he has a Scavenging Hyena. But I've already seen both Spring Paws and I've seen both Unleashes. There are not that many Oh, that's a Dire Frenzy then. Okay, so that's a Dire Frenzy. Now I know that. But he chooses not to use it yet. Which gives me an opening to potentially obliterate this Thunder Rhino. I think I need to take that chance. Obliterate is 2 mana. 2, 4, 8. Yeah, I'm obliterating the Rhino here. Then I'll play the Juggler. I'll get a Shaman spell. I'll play the Phoenix. I get rid of that one. I get a Shaman spell. Give a minion +3/+3 and freeze it. Can I afford to have a 2/2 out there? I think I need more elementals here. So I'm just going to buff this one for another elemental. I've already seen 1 kill command. I've already seen 1 flanking strike. I know he has Dire Frenzy and 2 beasts in hand right there. He's able to draw another Thunder Rhino. So now he's going to Dire Frenzy the Thunder Rhino. But with 1 mana he cannot get more stuff on the board immediately. Alright, but there will be more charging Thunder Rhinos coming later, of course, should he survive. So what can I do? And I could always kill that with the Earthen Might. I could draw more cards. Drawing a card seems useful. Let's draw a card. This is a good card. We'll Fire Elemental down that Rhino. Get another Cryostasis. So many Cryostasis. Need cards in hand. Time to play the Oracle. Get another spell. Beakered Lightning, okay. Alright. But that next Thunder Rhino might be able to kill me in combination with a Scavenging Hyena. I still haven't seen any hyenas. So even if I have some taunts on the way, Rhino, other beasts, Hyena, that sort of stuff might end up being lethal. I can do it like this. This will still cost 6. Then I can play that. I can get the Chain Gang out there though. See where everything lands. I can take that hit over there. This can go face and I can play Beakered Lightning. Clean up the board. Still retain my minions. But the moment he top decks the first Thunder Rhino, there are risks. There is a chance that I will lose when he finds a Thunder Rhino. But only if he has a Scavenging Hyena, right? Rhino alone isn't enough. And I have 10, 14, I would need another 10. That's 5, I need another 5. That's 3. Well, I kind of have it, but I don't have enough mana. So I think I need to build up my Taunt Wall here. Overload 1 more mana crystal to upgrade. Don't have anything to overload mana crystals with. But I think I need that Taunt Wall to survive. We're giving this minion some buffs. I'll go face with all of these. Then I'll give this minion some buffs too. So now I have an 8/8 and a 4/4 taunt on the way. He should not be able to push through those. Okay, his beasts have a charge now. But can they push through that 12 health? That 12 health of taunts and still do enough after that? No, they cannot. More hunters, eh? can probably do it like this. I'm going first, so the totem is unlikely to die. Then I might just buff the totem in order to try to gain some board control. Or I can just get the Merkspa out there. Obviously if he plays Diamole, I still cannot actually kill it. He plays a Candle Shot. Okay. Now Ultimate is also good with the Scale Hide. So many options, I suppose. If I play the Eel, he can punch through the Stone Claw. If I buff the Stone Claw, I will not be able to do something with Scale Hide later. I think it's still just the Eel. I think the Certain might be more valuable later, when he didn't have a 1-drop. Let him keep punching with this one into the... over there. Always Huffer. Another Merkspa kill. Spectacular drawing abilities. This is good. Alright. I'm actually drawing well. Nice. I could get used to this. This all seems very useful skills to have. Master's Call, well, it's always Master's Call, isn't it? There's still one card left that he kept. That could be a Flanking Strike. It could be a Rexa, for all I know. Do I want to commit my Firebloom Phoenix on the board? Not particularly, but maybe I should. Because then I would still have the Scale Hide, Earth and Might to make a 3-5 Scale Hide for next turn potentially. With Rush, I think I'll play the Firebloom Phoenix here. And hit face with these minions. Let's try this approach. But now he has all those tokens. Well, that's not strong at all. Oh, with the stealth it is. With the stealth it actually is strong. Alright. I'll probably kill this anyway. I'll go for the Nimbus and the Sea Giant first. He might have a Hunter's Mark, of course.
The calm before the storm.
Firebloom Harbinger, not a very powerful elemental. I can also Totem Up. Is Totem Up even good? What if he has Unleash? Unleash is actually so good. I still think I Totem Up. Let's Totem Up. Play the Sea Giant. Trade there. These go face. But then we're about to find out, I mean, Unleash is obviously incredible. Couple of Spring Paws with Timberwolves. Could be really strong as well. I don't have Hex. There's a Spring Paw. And there's a Timberwolf. So this is the strong stuff. But how much more strong stuff he has? Just another Scavenging Hyena. That's not so powerful yet. Especially if he trades away that Scavenging Hyena in order to kill the... Okay, I can survive this. This is not a problem. I can deal with this. It will cost me my board, but I can deal with this. And then I've dealt with both hyenas, which is great. Akar, do you know any budget decks that I can get Legend with? Odd Paladin, Odd Rogue. Even cheaper, well, Hunter, Warlock Zoo. Yeah, there are plenty of budget decks. I need to do the Scale Hide, Earth and Might. I don't have any elementals on the board. I'll do what I have to do. Because with this I can kill off that one, and I can kill off that one. And I don't want to play the Firebloom Harbinger yet. I'm not sure if I play it next turn either, or if I just go with Hagatha in 2 turns. Well, Thunder Rhino is strong. Thunder Rhino has a lot of potential. Menacing Nimbus is a card that I can always just drop there. Let's do that. Well, I need to get Hagatha in order to sometimes activate the Snow Fury Giant. Alright, then let's see. If he has 7 high main, that would be the worst case scenario. If there's no high main, then this might be doable. Make sure he's hitting a little bit of damage in. And sure he gets to keep the Thunder Rhino on the board. Is it Kalimos now and Hagatha next turn? I believe so. I've seen both Timberwolves. I feel safe enough still. Let's kill off the other minions except for the Rhino. And now, unless he has a Dire Frenzy for the Rhino, Hagatha next turn can kill the Rhino. Oh. So first he was hitting... Oh, he has another Rhino. Well, that helps. That definitely helps. Time for me to play Hagatha. But then I'm going to need some... good RNG next. Does he have the... Oh, he has the Dire Frenzy now. Yeah, that's so very strong. Okay. Now I'm going to start needing some good RNG. Can we get it? Let's see. We start with the Knife Juggler. Lightning Bolt is something. Still need more though. And we go with this fellow. Frost Shock. Okay. And then we Earth and Might this one in order to get a random elemental. Nice random elemental. And I'm going to play this fellow. This Knife Juggler is not on point though. He just can't get his juggles straight. There is a certain upside in that he's top decking here. Probably need to freeze that. But I don't think it's useful to Lightning Bolt anything yet. He manages to top deck another Thunder Rhino immediately. So now I can kill both Thunder Rhinos. That's good. 7, 10. I'm 3 off. If I just tried to hit him in the face a lot. So it's elementary reaction time. I can draw 2 Corpse Takers. They no longer have lifesteal. I think they will be played next turn. This turn I will kill both of the Thunder Rhinos. Or do I? Or do I just kill the Leok and play both Corpse Takers? They both have Divine Shield. So what would be a top deck that would allow him to get through that? They don't have 7 from hand. I might try that approach. Let's try this. Because both of them have Divine Shield. So he needs some really strong top deck here. Okay, he got his strong top deck. Good for him, I suppose. Good for him. Okay. 7. I have 10 from hand again. Didn't get any more power from hand. So now I probably will have to kill the Thunder Rhinos here. That can cost me 7 mana. I could optionally kill this, but I don't think that's going to help me. So first we play the Argent Commander and see what spell I'm going to get. I'm going to get an Earth and Might. I could Earth and Might the Argent Commander. 6 plus 3, 9. Not enough to kill him. But it could be enough that he cannot kill this with the Hound next turn. So I lightning bolt one of the Thunder Rhinos here. I'll lure the Mighty Argent Commander to kill the other. Then what is the top deck? But I have only 9 damage here, so I don't have lethal yet. If that's a kill command, that would be 8. Kill command would be lethal. So I need to play something. I could try the Farsight, but Farsight into what? Thunder Rhino has 5 attack. That would be 7, that would not be lethal. I think I need to play the Storm Watcher. And I need to kill that one now. And then now he needs to top deck lethal. Did he top deck lethal? It has to be more than a kill command, it has to be more than a Thunder Rhino, but he has 2 cards. So there is a chance that those 2 cards together deal enough damage, but they do not. Let's see about this. More warriors. This time it's not a quest warrior, because he mulliganed the leftmost card. This is just a regular old warrior. Okay, well this is a matchup that you typically grind with Hagata. But obviously if I can't find Hagata, then I have to find another way to win it. But Hagata grind is like the way to handle this matchup. He kept 3 cards. So I might expect Super Collider, Flurry, Stonehill Defender. Something like that. Love the positioning here. Having the taunt minion next to the direwolf and then something else after that, so if the taunt dies then the next one is activated. Don't have a lot of high health minions here. Not sure if I can get to a Sea Giant turn. Riddle Legend already. Yeah, I got Legend yesterday playing some odd rogue. Playing some Wall Priest. Yeah, Wall Priest is something. It's definitely something. I cannot get my Giant down there this turn either. And next turn he can Flurry, he can Brawl. So I kind of would like to conserve my resources a little bit here. I think I'll just Hero Power and hit face. I really didn't want to commit the Chain Gang. The only question was, would I commit the Phoenix? And I thought I don't even want to do that. Of course he can simply Brawl after the Giant, for example. But Flurry would not work after that anymore. Well, then can be a Super Collider. He still has enough health to use a Super Collider. That is generally pretty weak. It does prevent me from getting a Giant down there though. So I have the option to like trade in both of these to prevent a potential Celiax and get us Chain Gang out there with the Totem. That would replenish my board fairly nicely. I want the Totem next to the Direwolf and then the Chain Gang in case there's a Super Collider. Do I want to taunt Totem? No, I'm fine with something else. He will get a board clear with Flurry though, but I have no way to prevent that anyway. I need to trade that. I wanted this one here because of potential Super Collider. Pliert, what did you call this deck? This one. This is an Even Shaman, and my opponent is an Odd Warrior. There are 2 types of Odd Warrior. There is the Odd Quest Warrior, which runs the Old Hungara Quest for Warrior, which allows them to change their hero power into the Ragnar's hero power and start dealing damage with that. And then there is this one. This is more pure fatigue style build. Although some of these builds run stuff like Direhorn Hatchling and Carnivorous Cube so that they can just make lots of die on hatchlings or something. Hell, I usually get legend on 10th. Since the change to the ladder so that there's only few ranks to climb, I've been getting legend between the 5th and the 14th. It completely depends on what types of decks I'm playing, really. I want the Sea Giant on the board, even though there is the risk of Brawl. I can have him Super Collide something, it's fine. I don't want to play the other minions yet. Oh, these will hit there and these will go face. Hero Power gets him to 5 armor. Shield Block gets him to 6. Hero Power, Shield Block, Shield Slam would be one way to deal with the Giant, of course. I would really like to draw my Hagatha, because typically this is a matchup where Hagatha is the tool that you use to grind this. I believe he's holding on to his clears. Well, I believe so too. That is why I have been conservative with committing my resources. There's no particular reason for me not to play the Argent Commander. Having a Divine Shielded minion out there pushing in some damage seems fine. He's holding on to so many cards. I've already seen one Dinomatic. Dinomatic would still not kill the Argent Commander. It'd be a relatively fine card anyway. This potentially opens up space for Lich King next turn, but Hagatha is what I want. I really want to find Hagatha. Because Hagatha is the means that you use to grind Horde Warrior out. That's the most important card in the matchup. So now we'll lose the Divine Shield. I won't lose the Divine Shield if I commit 2 minions. Am I willing to commit 2 minions? I believe I am. I'll commit these 2 so that I can take away all the armor. But I haven't seen any shield blocks yet, which means that there are still plenty of ways for him to flurry. This one of course has the Divine Shield, but these ones are vulnerable. Overall, hard to make good progress here. This is an interesting matchup overall. I think this matchup is fairly winnable from both sides too, so... You could argue that it depends a bit too much on the Hagatha draw for the Shaman, maybe. So is he now committing to flurrying the Fire Elemental away? He can do flurry and then Hero Power again. Leave him with a 4-2 without Divine Shield. One potential way to do it. Not just a Shield Slam. But this takes away the Divine Shield. Well, I can still protect the Divine Shield. I do need to get rid of the armor, so that he can't just easily Shield Slam like a Lich King. So that's a thing. Don't more totems out there, he will have a second brawl at some point. I suppose more taunts are fine. Do I want to commit both the Phoenix and the Sea Giant? That would be a pretty hefty commitment. It would necessitate a brawl though. I might do that because then he needs to brawl. I can do Totem too. Totem makes me more vulnerable to the brawl. It's fine. I'll do it like this. I was hoping for a taunt totem, but this is okay. Get him down to just 1 armor at the moment. So Hero Power brings him to 5 armor. He needs another shield block in order to have a good way to deal with this, unless he has a brawl. But I did not find my Hagatha. So then it's a more tedious grind. Need to just keep that armor total low. He doesn't have enough mana to play boom into something. Okay, it's going to be a flurry. There's a Kalimos and it's active. And I have no other elementals in hand. So I can deal 14. What if he has a Super Collider? Hits into Kalimos. He almost up and hits into Kalimos. I need to totem up first. Then the Kalimos. We deal 6 damage to him. We deal another 8 damage. Okay. But now of course simple armor up plus shield slam can kill the sea giant. He also has enough mana to do boom into flurry. But he just spent the flurry, so whether he has that boom into flurry is uncertain. Nice totem roll. Well, it doesn't really make a difference. It was just important that there's a totem here. Although I guess, yeah, if he has like Ziliax, then it does make a difference. If he has 2 Ziliaxes, then it does not make that much of a difference again. Well, well, he was able to heal up quite nicely there. Oh dear, oh dear. Probably have to kill this Ziliax. Plural of Ziliax is Zilii. Depends on where it's from. The word. I suppose I will have to play my Lich King here. To kill one of those Ziliaxes and play the Lich King. Anti-magic shell is always nice, but is it nice enough? I mean, there's still a brawl left in that deck. There's still shield, block. There's still a Dino-Medic. There's still Super Colliders. There's still the Leroy. Oh boy, now things are starting to get really interesting. Because I would have the Hagatha, but I would also have a lot of other things. I think I need to hex the Daihorn Hatchling to deny the Matriarch. I don't have to play a Knife Juggler out there yet. I can Hero Power an Anti-Magic Shell. That's the line. These are both also spells, so after Hagatha I can do other things. Alright, if I get to play Hagatha, I'm not sure. So we Hero Power... Then Hex the Hatchling. Anti-Magic Shell this board. Kill the Ziliax. Kill the Frog. Push damage to face. And now we have a 9/8 that cannot be targeted. Has he found Brawl? Has he found the second Flurry? Hagatha would of course just make short work of my own board here. But still, I did spend the Hex now. I don't have another Hex and he has a taunt minion from the Stonehill left. These two would survive Hagatha, so there would be a way that I can punch damage and I can Hagatha some stuff away. And I can still push 11 to face. Sort of possibilities if he builds some taunts. But we'll see very, very shortly. Don't play minions so Hagatha becomes better next turn. Yes, absolutely. But of course Hagatha would also kill these, so... But I think I'm in a good position to maybe just win this game right here. So I have 10 on these minions. Isn't this exactly the Hagatha board that I was talking about? Well, it's not really exactly that, but it can work. Because I lucked out and got the 4 health minion from there. So here, and then we play Hagatha. And then these two go face. And that's lethal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.